Yes, we are everywhere. On YouTube, on Instagram, on not on Instagram, on Facebook, on our page.
No.
We're online?
Yeah.
I think we was online somewhere. We was not online everywhere. Sorry if you will not see any more Victoria in this program, because she will be killed at the end of the program. Yes?
I'm sorry.
No, it's really not Victoria's fault. There's nothing to see with Victoria. Welcome, amigas and amigas de LiveDinner. Okay, now you have your chance. If you will show with your hand the right number, so you will still alive. Welcome, amigos and amigas de LiveDinner, to the DanPat Journey, episode number
9.
No, 9. Episode number 9. So it means that it is already more than 9 weeks that we are pushing on our product, on our startup, LiveDinner, on our web television. Again, thank you very much to all of you that they are following us. I appreciate it so much, really. And we have some news.
Yeah.
Which news do we have, Victoria? Vicky.
The new Italian Facebook channel that we will open in the next week.
Okay, new Italian Facebook channel, and more important, tool in Italian. So, amici italiani, all our friends from Italy and Italian speaking, we will be we can promise, yes, from next week.
Next week.
We will be on air in Italiano. We will have already a couple of guests that we will not announce now, but I will tell you the topics.
Yes.
We will have one program about travel.
Yes. With Valentino Valenti.
Maybe. No, yes, no, maybe because no, it's a long story. Okay, a fun story. A program about fantasy football.
Yes.
With Il Pelle, about fantasy football for the Italian friends. It is fantacalcio. It is the most important thing in Italy after football. It is, or before football, it is fantasy football. Okay, and we will have maybe some program in Italian from our Rossella Cascone about kitchen and gastronomy.
Yes.
And surprise, we will have
the DanPat Journey in Italian.
How do you know that? we will have the DanPat Journey in Italiano. Okay, so good. That's the first thing. Second thing, what was happening last week? I was in Malta. For badgames.tv, which is a company partner of us, where I'm working at as well. I'm hustling on two sides, and it was a very, very nice week. And I had a lot of feedback about LiveDinner as well. A lot of people telling me, hey, I saw you in that program, I saw you on that program. So that makes me very, very happy. It means that we are spreading our content. And we have other news here from our office. Yeah, something?
I don't know, maybe.
Maybe? What's happening interesting?
No, nothing.
We did the Christmas tree.
Oh, yes.
We did the Christmas tree. You will have a video about that. No, I didn't. I thought it is this one. No, you will have a video about how we do a Christmas tree. Stay tuned. And for our Lithuanian friend, that's the last announcement I want to make. I know that in Lithuania is happening something very, very interesting, very special. Victoria, maybe you don't know that, but there was in Lithuania is not so common, and on the last weeks, some people, they were sleeping, some teachers, they were sleeping in the education ministry, and we decided to go there to document what is happening with our people from Lithuania. So tonight at 17, so 5 o'clock p.m. Lithuanian time, so it means 4 for Lithuanian people following us from abroad, from Spain, Italy and so on. We will be on Daukanto Aikšte in Vilnius to show you what is happening, and later on at 8 o'clock we will try to have a talk with people involved. That now is not just teachers, is teacher, journalists, doctors, so the whole population from Lithuania is waking up and is asking to have a better condition of work, because in Lithuania still some of those works they are quite underpaid by the European standards, so those people are fighting, and we will be there to document. So
That's good.
let's do it. Okay. Announcement time ended, and what are we speaking about today?
About folk.
Hi Victoria. Hi. How are you? Hi Camille. Hi Massi. So, okay. Oh,
Yes.
see, your boyfriend from Italy. You can say hello.
Hello.
Send me your kiss. No, I'm joking. Go.
So, today we speak about quality or quantity, and focus or multitasking.
Yes. On those weeks there was a little bit of chit chat with my team and with other people about, hey guys, it is most important to have quality product or to have quantity. So what do you think, friends, that they are listening to us from Facebook and page and so on? Do you think it is most important to have a quality job, so doing a thing with more time but with high quality, or to do a lot of things but with a little lower quality? What do you think? We wait for your question and so on. What do you think, Victoria?
I think that it depends of situation, because sometimes maybe quality is more important than quantity, and other times it's quantity that's more important than quality.
Yes, I like your answer.
And that's it.
I like your answer. Basically, I like to answer almost all the time, it depends. And it is more important, quality or quantity? Both, of course, is both. You have to try to reach a quality work, but at the same time, you have to grind, you have to produce, you have to put out content, if we are speaking about the media world.
Yes.
For example, I came from poker, okay, and for me this was a very, very interesting school. If you play poker online, you face this big debate. Okay, do I play, let's say tournament, okay? Do I play one tournament, or do I play at the same time 10 tournaments? I think that the same thing, in other words, we can take to the work. Do I do one work, or do I do at the same time 10 work? Of course, if you do 10 tournament, if you play 10 tournament, your game quality will decrease. But, and that's in business is very, very undervalued, I think, but your hourly rate, so the money you earn in this hour, which is what you are building basically, it will increase. So what I mean, what it is important for me, it is the net results. So I make an example very clear. If I play, for example, in poker, if I play one tournament, I'm super focused, and I can have, I don't know, ROI, return of my investment, of, I don't know, 10%, it depends on the player, it depends on a lot of things. If I play 10 tournaments at the same times, of course my ROI per tournament, it will decrease. But if I will have even 3%, if you do the math, at the end of the day, in this hour, I will earn much more than to play just one tournament. And sometimes I'm wondering that this so basic math stuff is so much undervalued in business. In business there is now the tendency, because we went from one very classical job to a very multitasking job, and now the tendency is, hey guys, let's focus one thing at a time. Let's switch off your mobile, let's switch off. I say it depends. It depends. Because if you are a multitasking person, it depends as well on your character. For example, I know that you are a multitasking person. If you are a multitasking person, and you can have a net results higher than on focusing on just one thing, why not?
Yeah. But about quality and quantity, what do you think about our company? Is more important the quality or the quantity for LiveDinner?
What we are doing, my answer is both. Okay, I know that it is maybe like a Solomonic answer to say both, but what I want to stress as a concept, it is that you don't have to struggle for the quality. You have to look for the quality. You have to try to make good videos, good contents, good jobs, good sales process, and so on. But you cannot struggle. Sometimes we struggle in one thing because, oh, that's not perfect. And the biggest problem of the perfectionist, let's say, it is exactly this one. It is that they are looking for the perfection and they are not moving on. So from my point of view, maybe I'm wrong, but I do this DanPat Journey not to teach nothing to anyone, but to open a debate, to get some question, to have an exchange, to have ideas that they are coming from, and I just taking those things from my experience. So in my way to see things, it's much more important to go fast than to pay attention to every details around and struggle. So that's more or less my point of view on this issue, and it is a very math questions. Okay, if you, for example, you can get 10 from a very quality project. You can get 10 in a month. No, $10,000, 10,000 euro. But in the same times, if you do 5 projects at quality 5, of course there is a line that you cannot cross. But at quality 5, let's say, and you can do 5 projects, at the end of the day, you will have how much? if they pay you 5 for each project?
For each project.
Okay, that is 25. 25. I was joking, but 25. If you can, so do you prefer at the end of the month to have earned 10 or 25?
Well, 25.
25. So, and they think, they lie, that yes, but with this thing you will lose credibility, you will lose trust, you will lose. It depends. It depends on what you are doing. Sometimes it depends how you announce a thing. Yeah. If you announce a thing in plan, we will be the best audiovisual company in the world and so on, so then there is an expectation from the people, very high. But if you announce things, we are doing our stuff in this way and we are increasing, and people know the process, so that you are transparent with the people. So I think that in this case, quantity is much more important than quality. Do we have some questions?
Okay, then I will say your hairdressers chose quantity over quality.
Hey, that's the best. That's the best question ever. Okay, who is this one? Camille. Thank you very much. Camille, you are fired. Okay. About the hairdress, I can tell you. We will announce that in a couple of weeks,
January.
in a couple of weeks, we will have a program in Spanish from one hairdresser. And don't be scared, it's my hairdresser. But really, it's real, it's real. It's just a little time that I'm not going there. So, amigos de Ballesteros, I will come there soon to visit you. Okay. No, but do we have some serious questions somewhere?
No.
I see one.
No. Quality versus quantity, I think it depends what you are doing. In my profession, quality makes the difference.
Yes, this sentence, I think quality makes the difference, is very attractive, is very sounding very good, but it depends. It depends. It makes which difference. If the process it is to grow, quality is very good. Quality is very, very good. If you are not struggling. If you struggle to get those perfection with ungettable, with which require a long period of time, so I don't think that it is the best way to reach your goals. I think that everything it starts from what is your goal. What is your goal? Then you disrupt the process, and you understand how do I want to get there. Okay? If my goal it is to get there in a time lapse, more or less, and I'm struggling because the product that I'm trying to do is not quality, so I start to put in the trash everything I do, so it's not the easiest way to get there. So maybe it's the nicest, but it's not the easiest way to get there. So I make you an example. Music work. There are a lot of things that went very viral, very popular, who are not the highest quality standard. The guys of the backsack dance. You know the guys that is dancing like that. You know this guy.
Yes.
Try to. The guys who is doing this. This guy is an American kid. I think he's like 13 years old or something like that. and think now he's earning millions because he say, okay, I do this, put on YouTube. Is a download on YouTube. It's nice. Maybe he did other million before all those things, but these things went viral. So if we struggle because no, that's not perfect, I will not publish that. No, that's not, the sound is not so good, so I will not put it out. No, so we will struggle for the eternity, and maybe we will never know that one piece of a content that we put on the net, that we put viral, help us to push all the rest of our content. I think that in life now there are tons of musicians which they are not popular, they could earn money just if they had the courage to put the audacity to put out what they are playing. Not say, no, that's not perfect. Put it out. Put it out. Now everything is going so fast that really, if you don't have those 10 people that they are watching this content, they will not watch the next one. You can get other people. And in the moment that you will get famous, that you will get viral, then those 10 people which say, it was a shit, they will come back to you and maybe they will brag with friends, I was one of the first to watch the rapper from Lithuania video content. So don't be afraid to put out content, to do things, to try, to experiment. Don't struggle with this, with the process, with the quantity. So that's what I think. So we are waiting, guys, from you questions. We will be with Thomas in Lithuania next week. So if some Lithuanian friends is watching this and want to meet us in Lithuania for any reason, please get in touch with us. And game. Ta-na-na-na. Ta-na-na-na. Game. Who will suggest the most interesting topic for the next DanPat Journey will win a wonderful prize.
Yes, but what?
Which will not be a cup. Okay. I just can promise that it will not be a cup.
So it will be a t-shirt.
No, it will be a tailored prize, but I cannot tell you anything more. Is the most nice thing, it is the suspense, the expectation. So I will not say what will be the prize.
Okay.
Okay.
And discover.
Thank you very much, and see you next week.
Next week?
Yes.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Okay.
And next week as well in Italian, don't forget.
Yes, of course. So follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and our page, and also Twitter.
Perfect. Thank you very much, and see you soon. Grazie Vicky.